What's up, guys? Welcome to the brand new video, and here we are again with some more AEW Fight Forever news. And here, guys, we have gotten some news that a patch is dropping. We got this at the end of last week because at this time you'll be seeing the video on Monday. And yeah, guys, I am very excited about this patch because it can definitely change some things in the game that desperately need to be changed. So now, guys, we are a little bit over 2 weeks into AEW Fight Forever. Now, we have gotten some positive, some mixed reviews, some bad reviews. I mean, personally, for me, gameplay wise, the game is pretty good. I just think it is pretty bare bones and it is lacking a lot of features and just depth. In terms of gameplay wise, the game is pretty good. I'm not complaining that much, even though I do have just a couple things that I would like to see in this upcoming patch. And I do understand that a lot of the stuff will not be able to be addressed in just one patch because at the end of the day, guys, this is the first patch. I'm not expecting everything to be changed, but I am expecting some pretty big updates because people are losing interest in the game, including myself. I'm not as interested in the game anymore. If you go on the views are getting a little bit lower. This game needs fixes really fast, and hopefully throughout this week we get some more news. Maybe they drop it with the Stadium Stampede, because yes, guys, like I said, we need an update on this game fast. We need fixes because yes, the game is lacking a lot of stuff and we need to see these live updates. And I do understand that it's only been 2 weeks, but things need to be fixed. Let's go on ahead, guys. Let's talk about online calls, delayed counters, things like that. So the online servers are actually not bad, and I do understand that it is peer-to-peer, but there has to be some sort of support, something they can do, or maybe try to match the player that has good connection with another player with good connection, because there's times where you'll face a person that doesn't have good Wi-Fi and you can just tell the match is completely off. It's just ridiculously off. It's not fun. And yeah, and then once you're playing, you realize that the counters are delayed, and it's just nope, not trying to do it, man. That's one of the reasons why we need some sort of online support, something. And I do know that the online looks like it's ran by Epic Games, man. And they can just stick their server in there, just something, make it cross-play for us, you know, do things like that. I honestly think it could help the situation. But yeah, guys, playing online is awful sometimes because of just the connection and things like that. And calls, this is one of the most unenjoyable parts of AEW Fight Forever so far. Are they unbeatable? No. These calls just take away from the fun because they are OP. They can do literally anything. They have all the abilities, everything like that. It's just not fun to face something like that online. And there should be a way that we can toggle on if you want calls or if you don't want them. Just like in WWE games, there's a match option where you can choose if you want calls or not. If we had that option, it'd be a fair game to the community, because that would mean I'm not forced to face a call when I have a normal wrestler, and maybe somebody who has a call and wants to go on ahead and play against another call, you can definitely go on ahead and do that. But man, listen, please fix that, because that has to be worked on ASAP, because like I said, people are losing interest, especially online. Online was something I was enjoying, so people realize they can just get the most overpowered created wrestler and just go online with them and whoop everybody. It's just not, man. I'm not with that. Now, guys, match longevity, that has to be worked on. There's no reason why people should be pinning me without me getting hit with a finisher once it's already late in the match. I feel like once the match goes a certain amount of time, you can get pinned at any given moment, and I feel like that has to most definitely be worked on, because I definitely want to be able to, you know, have some crazy matches, kick out of 2 finishers, 3 finishers, and yeah, and I just hope that that's fixed, because at the end of the day, man, match longevity is everything, especially in AEW, man. FTR, Jay White, and Juice Robinson, they just had a 58-minute match in AEW. And I get it. This is not sim. This is arcade. But being that it's arcade, you most definitely want a longer lasting match, something more fun. This is the only AEW game we got, so it would be cool if we could have some longer matches. Honestly, man, it's just the pin system. Hopefully we can get an alternate pin system for those who want to mash. They can go on ahead and mash, and maybe there's an indicator that shows you how much you have to mash. And then there's hopefully another pin system for those who want a little more skill involved. So hopefully we can get a new pin system. I feel like the submission system is not that bad, but I do hope that they have an indicator, like maybe a bar that fills up as you're mashing. That would definitely help everybody understand what the hell is going on. Match options is a big thing for me, guys. Being able to go on ahead and customize the match type. You can pick no DQ, or you want or you want disqualification, or you want like a regular lights out match but with false count anywhere, or things like that, man, that would be super dope if we can go on ahead and be able to choose that. I know that WWE 2K, they have a match options where you can choose if you want the superstars to come out with finishers and things like that. That would be awesome. I feel like match options are something that is needed, especially in this game. But if we can have like, okay, I just want them to come out with their signature or full momentum, whatever the case is, I would like to have that option. I feel like that's not as tough to implement. I feel like that's something easy, and it gives more freedom to the players to create whatever match they want. Now, guys, signature and finisher time. As you guys know, that has to be worked on. Signature and finisher time. If somebody has their signature, they can hit you with like 5 of them and then hit you with the finisher. If they can work on that, maybe just modify the timer. Okay, once you hit a signature, you have 10 seconds to hit another one if you want to hit another one. But either that, or they can just do 1 and 1 and then you just gain it again. It just, it depends. Personally though, I feel that it should most definitely be modified, and something should be worked on, because it's not fair that once you're already in danger, you already can't reverse anything. You're getting whooped for the rest of the match, and then you're getting hit with like 5-6 signatures, by somebody that's just going to keep spamming the move, and then they're going to hit you with a finisher in the end and obviously beat you. So hopefully that is something that can be worked on, and hopefully something that we get in the patch that where they modify it, because I honestly do think that's something pretty critical gameplay wise that does have to be looked at and fixed for us to be able to continue having fun with the game. Match types, guys, as we know, new match types are supposed to come to AEW Fight Forever. I'm already bored of all the matches. I don't know about you guys, I can only speak for myself. I know that they have handicap matches and Road to Elite. If they can just add those, even though, handicap matches are like whatever to me. I'm not really, big on handicap matches, but the more match types, the better. And I feel like, why put it in Road to Elite but not give it to us in Exhibition? At least let us unlock it and Road to Elite and then bring it over to Exhibition. And yeah, I did see that they had also a ladder match with multiple people other than one-on-one. Things like that, they have to be added, man. And hopefully it's something that is implemented or even unlocked through Road to Elite if you have already played it. The bailout ability, guys. As you guys know, if you're online and you're losing with Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson in AEW, you can actually just press the right stick down and he will roll out as soon as he's in danger. And you can literally spam it every time he's in danger. And yeah, it's definitely not fun. Because listen, man, it's already tough. You gotta go outside the ring, drag him back in. It's just a whole process that should not be allowed. You should be able to maybe use it twice, maybe 3 times. But the fact that you can use it anytime you're on the ground and the wrestler and your opponent is not doing anything to you, it's kind of crazy that you can just keep spamming it over and over again. And I do know that Bryan Danielson isn't the only one that has it, but if you face a created wrestler, they most likely have that bailout animation as well. This should be an easy one, and I think it would give freedom to everybody who, enjoys playing the game. They should let us edit abilities and ratings. And I'm not saying for those abilities and ratings to go online. I feel like online should be completely different. For us playing offline, we should be able to edit abilities and ratings. I feel like that's something that all the wrestling games have allowed us to do. And I understand, like I said, that it is an arcade and there shouldn't be as much freedom, but editing abilities and ratings can make the game even better, because now people can go on ahead, get their favorite wrestler, juice them up, play offline with them. And like I said, guys, it's not to play online. I don't want you guys to misunderstand me. Is have freedom offline and be able to give your favorite wrestlers different abilities and different ratings, or even maybe try to push everybody up to par. Because to be honest, I feel like CM Punk is kind of like weak in a game compared to, let's say, a Kenny Omega, who's the best wrestler. It's just they're not even close. Whoever the case is in the game that you would like to upgrade, we would just like to have that freedom, and it's something that I feel that shouldn't be hard to go on ahead and give that to the player. Now, guys, this might be a tough one because I do understand that they have art and things like that to go on ahead and modify the character models in the game, but it would be cool if we could get some updated face models and things like that. I think we all can agree that CM Punk, he needs a retouch. Cody Rhodes could use a retouch, even though I do understand that the circumstances for Cody Rhodes are off the chains. He's already in a different company. It is what it is. Kenny Omega could also use a model revamp. There's a lot of wrestlers in the game that can use the revamp, and that roster is not even as big as it truly should be. So it shouldn't be a problem to actually try and get everybody up to par on how they should look in the game. Now, guys, as you guys know, DLC, they want to charge an arm and a leg. We're talking about $12 for just 2 wrestlers and mini games. I don't know what they think mini games are, but those mini games are not hitting. So I think since we paid full price for the game, we should be able to get some free roster additions. I'm not saying everybody, but we're missing Tony Storm, Jamie Hayter, Jay White, just to name a few off the top of my head. Juice Robinson. We're missing quite a few off the top of my head. We're missing Claudio. We don't have Claudio. Tons of people in this game. If they can add with the patch and live updates different characters, I'm not saying going ahead add, you know, Jay White, who could be a draw. That might be a way they get us to spend some money. Get you Jay White. But if there is a way that they can add free wrestlers to keep people coming back, because man, I'm gonna be honest right now, bro, people that paid full price for this game, they'll probably fall for it the first 1 or 2 times, but it's not gonna happen every time. People are gonna lose interest. Now, if you add different roster additions that are free, they don't have to be huge names. People come back to play with them, see how they feel in game and things like that. But if you're gonna keep charging us 12, 13 bucks for an arcade game and DLC, that's just a little ridiculous. And you're only putting 2 people. Now, if you're adding 5 people and you tell me, all right, 13 bucks for 5 new wrestlers, okay, I'm not saying that it's like the best price, but it's justified. But you're charging me 12 bucks for FTR if you don't have the season pass. And FTR, in reality, they should have been in the game. They've been in AEW for years now. It's nothing new. But honestly, man, just about that, I'm not going to keep rambling about the roster additions, but that should be something that's looked at for sure. Creation sweet parts, guys. With the Stadium Stampede, it's a perfect opportunity going back to the roster additions to give us roster additions and things like that that we can unlock while playing Stadium Stampede. Creation sweet parts should be unlocked. Like I said, it's an arcade game. I understand the freedom shouldn't be as big as, you know, some of us do think it should be, but if we can get some new creation sweet parts, some new clothing, some new tattoos, things like that you can just unlock along the way as you play the game, I just don't see how it's bad for the game at all. I definitely think that it's something that we should go on ahead and definitely get. And lastly, guys, I think this is one that's not going to happen anytime soon, but I definitely do think that we should be allowed more than 4 people in the ring. I think 6 would be perfect. Personally, I think 4 people is just, it's cool, but it should be more people. And I definitely understand that, you know, capabilities and things like that is their first game. I may be asking for too much out of this patch or out of the game in the future, but yeah, I definitely think that with next gen, you should be able to have at least 6 minimum in a ring. You know what I'm saying? But I am thankful for how THQ Nordic has handled the situation, how they have been so transparent with us. So yeah, so I'm glad that they're being very transparent, letting us know when patches are coming or if they're working on a patch or even taking our wish list ideas. So yeah, guys, I'm honestly not gonna, you know, sit here and slander them. They've been doing a thing. They've been working hard, but we need a patch. We need live updates. We're losing interest, and I can't speak for everybody, but me personally, I'm like, I still play the game due to people modding and me wanting to see the new creations. So that's where the modding comes into play, where I'm glad that they agreed, because now it's giving it more longevity. I know that we're only talking about longevity, like the game didn't come out 2 weeks ago, but when the match types are limited and then you have a modder adding different create arena parts like Lynch Reborn, you know, it adds longevity to the game and makes you want to play more. So shout out to THQ, man. They're doing their thing. I completely understand this is a process. First AEW installment, but let's be honest, Jukes and THQ, they're not new to this. They're not new to this. So I'm not going to cut them too much slack, but hey man, let's get it. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna catch you guys. Peace.